Welcome to the explanatory video of the Flipkart project. Here is the problem statement I have taken from the PPT given to me. In the problem statement, by reading this entire business context and all, we can understand that there are lots of factors which influence the customer satisfaction score. We also need to understand how factors are greatly impacting the CSAT score, or how measly they are affecting the CSAT score. We also might have to tailor some of its strategies, and we'll be building a ML model to we'll need to make a ML model, namely random forest, to understand how the factors are affecting the CSAT score. Now, coming to the few of the libraries, I've used some of NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, SkyGetLab, and IPython, and a lot more. Seaborn. Now let me just activate the Python environment. Oh, sorry, we are already in the Python environment. I haven't noticed. Let me just install the Python libraries. Sorry, 1 second. Huh. I have already installed this library, so we can already see the requirements already satisfied and all. This is how we download the libraries. Now coming to the IPynb file, here I've imported the libraries like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn, sklearn for train test plate, standard scalar, ordinal encoder, and column. Now let me create a data frame from the data set using the read CSV file method from the Pandas library. And let me look at the couple of the entries in the data frame. The top, say first five entries. We need to fix these lot of nan values. Then this agent shift, these don't matter a lot. This manager name, the supervisor names, and then this order date, we don't require them. Next, let's see how many rows and columns we have. I use the shape method in the data frame to understand. We have roughly 86,000 rows and 20 columns. Now, they also have lots of unimportant columns, like we see in order date time, then unique IDs, my bad, order ID, three I've mentioned right now, customer city, then the shift time, the names, and a lot more. Now, in the dataset information, I've used the info method to understand how many null values we have. Here we can see 20 customer remarks are 28, so roughly like 60,000 rows are like empty. Connected handling time, they like barely have any data. It has like float 64 data types. Coming to the remove duplicate values, I've used the drop duplicate method to remove the duplicate values. Then here I've roughly see using the null method and mean and sort values to understand how many percentage of missing values in the each column. There we have seen the connected handling the only 242 entries, which like shows like 99% of the entire column is just nan values. Like we need to fix them. We need to finish them. I mean, my bad for the word terms I'm using. Now let's visualize the missing values. Here these might be the corrected handling time, and a lot of columns which were empty, like customer city were empty, product category were empty. Like these are like roughly how many? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. There are roughly 7 columns. So 1, 2. You can like kind of there are a lot of columns here and two columns here and a lot of empties. Now, what do we know of the data set? We know that there are lots of value variables which affect CSAT scores, but with a lots of null values, which needs to be removed. We need to transfer some of the categorical features also, like the remarks. Remarks we need to fix this. Then the subcategory we need to fix. Then the city we have to fix and a lot more. Now let's understand our variables. I've kept x as I've kept all the columns except the CSAT score as x, and in y I've taken the CSAT score. Here uh, got I just gave them I have ordered all the like names of the columns of the uh, columns in a single block name named as feature names. So just run their many codes. Forgot to run them. I'm extremely sorry about that. The library, data set, the data frame, they are all perfectly executed. Next, I have used the describe method to roughly give me about an idea about the data frame. Are the quartiles of the item price and a few of the columns, the mean, the item price, and all. Then I've checked the non unique values. I have unique ID for all of them. They have three channels mainly. I have 12 categories. Mainly, I have 57 subcategories under them, and all the CSAT scores and all. Now I have in the data wrangling part. I have finding the missing values percentage. Here we can see that there are only 242 entries. Uh, here I here as I run them, then this will be fine. Yeah, let me just uh, get the data frame back. Now this will show all the missing ones also. Here only there were 242 entries, which also is able we can see in the missing percentage data, customer cities and more. Now what manipulations I have done, I have dropped the columns like connected handling, customer order date time, customer city. No, sorry, connected handling time and order date time, and then order ID also I have moved. Since they have many missing values and they do not contribute a lot. Customer city, like it depends if like if it's from a popular city, then we have lots of uh, we'll be having lots of we'll be having lots of queries. But if it's not a popular city, then we might be having barely a couple of entries. I have also added a new variable named response time, since this does affect if a customer is receiving the response at a huge time, then he or she might not be satisfied, so which might decrease. So we need to add a response time in the data set using the couple of entries which were given, like issue when was the issue reported and when was the issue responded. So I just subtracted them and converted them into minutes. This here you can see the issue reported a couple of entries, uh, which couple of entries where they responded and how much time would they roughly took to respond them. Now I have split the data into point two. I have used the ratio as point two since we do not want the our training set to be split into a small training set, a lot of testing set, and a lot of training set, and a barely minimum testing set. So I would use the 80 4:1 ratio, roughly 80% to 20%. I've split them. Then in the data analysis part, I'm checking how they're roughly how we are getting like email, how much we are getting CSAT score on an average inbound, how much we are getting out call, we are how much. Then with the agent shifting, how much CSAT scores are being getting at the different times. Then with the categories, how much we are getting the CSAT scores, and the response time, which was a good issue. Here in the less than one, we have submitted a greater than. We need to fix this greater one day also. We might need to fix this, which is also. Then we have used the heat map to see how the channel and category affects. Here we have on an app website. Here like on interest high, we have a high CSAT score compared to here. And our onboarding related had a no issue, had a zero CSAT score, which is quite worse. Then on the ML model implementation, I've applied them, applied the pandas, NumPy, model selection and all. Then here I've given the labor endpoints. Here I've given the I've used the lambda function to check for the CSAT scores if they were I just converted all this like from 1 to 5 to 1, 1 or 0 to just give the CSAT labels. Then these are the new my X and Y's. I have given them. I have done the splitting once again. I've used the random forest classifier to get the parameters and the training of the model. I've used the fit method to give the to okay, I don't remember that fit method. Okay, I've used the YPRED to understand for the testing phase, and here I've got an accuracy of 79%, which is good one, but we might need to have more accuracy. Confusion matrix. Here is the confusion matrix, and here is classification. Now, uh, now let's see what are the top features which contribute to CSAT. Response time is the great feature. Thank God we had added them. Categories are there, then tenure, bucket, and the agent shift. So they do contribute. Now for the escalated ones, now we are trying to modify the data frame a bit. Here I have used the escalated one where I am checking whether if the response time took more than 24 hours or not as 1 or 0. Then escalated features as these response time, category, channel time, and escalated features and escalated. Then I have used the label encoders for encoding them. Then again I have split into point to same ratio and the parameters you can see here. Oh, parameters are visible there also. My bad. Here we have the different parameters. Now coming to the next. And then the model accuracy, we are getting a lot more accuracy, which is a great thing. And we only have now category and channeling, they're like not contributing much, and response time and CSAT label we can see here. Uh, these are so thank you.